What is going on, everybody? Sorry about the little delay. I was having a little difficulties, but we got to pass through like we always do. So, if this is your first time coming in, welcome. If it's not, well, welcome back. So, do me a favor, hit the like, share, and subscribe. As always, this is going to be a blast, like always. It's going to be very piratey. So, you read the title correctly. We are talking about Pirates of the Caribbean today. Something different, something new, and something interesting. The reason I picked this topic, to be honest with you guys, I was very blown out of the water when these movies first appeared. I wasn't expected to be so good as they are. I thought this is going to be a cheesy movie. 100% cheesy. So I went and saw it. Excuse me. I didn't expect it to be as good. Hi, mateys. I don't think my pirate accent is that good, actually. So, so the first one blew me out of the water. I was like, whoa, this is fucking good. But I didn't expect it to be that good. I was thinking it was decent. To be honest with you guys, I thought it was going to be a decent movie. But I did not expect it to be to the level it is now. And I think there are, 5 movies? I'm going to look at it right now, actually, because I'm not positive, to be honest with you guys, how many movies there are. And I'll be straight up with you guys. I think they picked the perfect actor to play Jack Sparrow. I cannot see Jack Sparrow and be anybody else. I think Johnny Depp did a great job with it. 5, thanks. I was looking up right now, but thank you. I think they're working on a number 6 right now, actually. I'm not mistaken. Hey, what is going on, Mariana? Welcome back, like always. So, I remember going to, I think the movie, the first one came out. My math is so off right now. Movie orders in order. Boom. Here we go. The first one. No, that's not right. Cannot be right. Yeah, that's not right. No way. Black Pearl. Okay, Black Pearl was the first one in '03, and when I saw it, I'm like, this is. I didn't know what I was expecting. I didn't know it was a cartoon, a 3D movie, or what. So when I wanted to see it, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So when I checked that out in the movie theater, I'm like, oh, I'm actually surprised. And I'll be honest with you guys, the soundtrack was incredible. World was it Jenny? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna pronounce it out loud because I think I'm gonna butcher it. So the soundtrack actually I thought it was really good, to be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for soundtracks. So sometimes I might play a little soundtrack in the background. I'm working like when I'm at work because I gotta keep it very PG. Or when I'm at in a car sometimes as by myself and like some people looking at me, just But yeah, I think the soundtrack is actually killer. I think they did great, and definitely the Jack Sparrow soundtrack. Ding, 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 ding. Like when it comes in, it kicks in on like I just want to grab a sword, start guarding somebody and fencing them But yeah, when it came out, I was very surprised. Little quick history lesson of people who don't know about Captain, Pirates of the Caribbean. I apologize. It was an original ride. It was a Disney ride for years, and it's a huge ride in Disney still, and it still goes on. Fun fact: Johnny Depp dressed as Jack Sparrow one time, and people were coming down, and he's coming like, "Hey mateys, this is me, Jack Sparrow." And I'm like, "Oh, that's actually pretty fucking cool." He actually did that. He went out his way to do that just for the hell of it. I gotta give him credit. He did a great job. I was like, whoa. Like that was a something that blew my mind. And when he the way they did it, I want like also it was a lot like stunts in there, and like him flying in circles or whatever. It was like, wow, it's actually I did not expect that, to be honest with you guys, because I expected it to be just typical a typical pirate movie or sailor movie. To be honest with you guys, nothing outrageous. Has Zim, who did the soundtrack, I if it wasn't a soundtrack, Johnny Depp's acting and the script in the perfect alignment with the three moons online, I don't think we will have the same fucking movie we have now. It was like it had to be one of the best movies came out, hands down. Like I might be people say I might be favorite in the Greek movies and all this stuff. No, I'm actually a big fan of these movies. I'm a very big fan of these movies. Now, let's be straight for a second here with the movies. So, with these movies, which one do I think is the best from all five? All right. That is a hard one. Because I favor the third one, to be honest, you guys, because I really like At World's End. To me, I think that closed the chapter and it was actually really good. Now, when it came down to being on Stranger's Ties, I wasn't feeling that good too much. The fourth one, Dead Man Tells No. Dead Man No Tales. It was good, but not to the point. Now the next one is supposed to be called Tales of the. Oh man, freaking thing cut off on me. Let me see if I can get the whole name here. No, you sucker. Keep me a second, guys, because the name is cutting off on me, so I can't see the whole thing. Son of a bitch. Here it is. Tales of the Core. Locked. That's the name. I'm not bullshitting you guys. That is what the next one is going to be called. So I don't know. I really don't know too much about it. The only thing I know is from the poster. It looks interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. It's definitely gonna be a pirate movie. I can carry that. Let me see what information I can find really fast, because there's some images out already. That looks pretty cool. Oh, Blackbeard's back in it. Blackbeard hasn't been in it in a hot minute. I think Blackbeard was in it the fourth one, I want to say. Eric, help me out here, dude. Oh, was he in the fourth one? Because I'm having a brain fart right now. It looks like Blackbeard, but I'm not positive. I know he was definitely, in one of the other ones. I'm gonna actually check, because I'm not. It takes a minute for you guys to for me to see the response and delay with the restream. Come on, get out of there. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, Blackbeard was in the fourth one. Okay, that was right. He was definitely in it. So I wonder who this actor is now. Not the actor, who this guy is playing, but it looks just like Blackbeard. And that is the question. Let me see the cast here. Oh, here we go. Cast. Johnny Depp. Yeah, it doesn't say. The only one that we know right now is Johnny Depp. And I'll be honest with you guys. Like I know in the fifth one. Oh, where is it? I lost my place here again. Ah, here it is. It's supposed to be William's son, and I don't think they did a great job with that one because I know he's older and everything now, but I wasn't impressed with that one. Not a bit. It was okay. Oh, it was okay. What's it? Have you guys ever grew your hair out just to tie your hair up like a bandana, like a bandana like Johnny Depp does in the movie and act like a pirate? Does anybody have done that? Because I have. I actually have a short on that. If you guys go back, like I'm not even joking. Um, I think it's hilarious how he has gone so far. And yeah, let's see what he says. Back as I warned you earlier before the broadcast, I got a AFK without notice. So your wife is yelling at you or something? All right, man. Let's get this guy in here. He is the great grandfather of who I'm gonna use Wakanda, and he's the tech of the heads. I've got to use this guy.
Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
We said? What's going on?
Hey, are you
Can you
ready?
hear me? Good.
Yeah,
I'm
I can
good.
hear you nice and clear. Oh, you see, I see you made PC this time. You worked some
Yeah, I'm
bugs out
trying
and
to do
finally
it
got it
that way.
going.
But I got it going, but I found out some weird stuff. Now, I think I told you a little before. It's not actually the PC, it's more like the router itself. So I need to get my own personal router. So I might put back the old motherboard back in there. But at the same token, that's just a lot of work. Just swapping out motherboards. You ask me. I'm reconsidering the
You
case.
were
I'm functionality and give you that type of constraint whereby you have to. I love the I'm like, you know what? I got big hands. Just taking it one day at a time. So
so good
shout
thing
out
you
to the
never became a
chat.
surgeon.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So before we started the questionnaires and going back and forth here, I'll give you the floor for a minute and tell me your earliest or funnest memories or whatever you want to say about the Pirates of the Caribbean, matey.
Pirate of the Caribbean. I'm not gonna lie. I have watched a lot of pirate movies. But when they did the series on this one, I was intrigued by it. I was like, I don't know. This character, the way he is doing it, it's gonna be iconic, but it will be more than a comical thing. Because when I watched the first one, then I think I watched the second one, I was like, okay, uh, he's slightly better than the first one. But the third one, do a little bit because when you come to doing sequel movies, you want to make sure you do it on point and you don't miss the storyline. So I was looking at it going, you see some of the best movie, and you see this come with a comical side of things. That's the question. Mm, it works when I work. I get Johnny Depp his flower. He made it work for him. It was so iconic. The way he was moving, when he was acting, he was flamboyant with it. He get himself in trouble. If I don't want to get himself out of trouble, I was like, ugh. His character is more a liability, but he found a way out of it. But it was a good. Again, you're a pirate. You supposed to come to your dealing, and the pirate code. It was a masterpiece in itself. It was very well put together, very comical, very classical about it. There's something that I will look at it for quite some like, you shouldn't have done this, but it would have been pulled off.
So, David, let me ask you a question really fast. Which one do you
That's just my
feel
2 cents.
is so, David? Which one do you feel is
With
the
everybody.
better movie of them all five?
Where? Where?
I'm
I hope
sorry.
you're not having no difficulty right now. That's good. How you doing? Constantine, good evening. How you doing? What's going on? Where you been?
David, you good over there? Because you good?
I'm
Because
good.
you're
We
like
good.
you're
Yeah.
all right. Because you're glitching really bad on my end. I don't know about if it's is my end or your end right now.
I thought you were glitching because I was waiting what's
No,
going on.
I'm fine. I was fine. So guys, do me a
Oh
favor in the
Lord.
chats. If who's glitching more, is it David or is it my side? So please let me know so we can fix the problem so we can get on with this lovely pirate show.
Because I know when I put on my computer, I saw some glitch on the window. I was like, is this window type of virus that's going on? Okay, it was going on to my laptop. Now it's only here on the PC. So I hope it's not something that I need to do a virus scan. Because when it comes to some issue with Windows, they have some too many
So I'm
unnecessary
getting in the chat. It's coming on your end only.
my end. Oh, great.
Yeah. So because last time that happened, it started glitching. Then after a while, it stopped. Like it seems like it stopped right now.
I mean, there's some kind of thing going on the back end because before I even got on live, it was moving my cursor, kind of my mouse somehow, some kind of weird way. I'm like, wait a minute. There should be no damn virus on this thing right now. It should not be. I got 64 gigs of RAM, not the exactly 128 that I wanted. There should be no lag whatsoever. I might have to reboot the computer again if that's the case.
I'm not sure, but right now you're not acting up, so I will leave it alone for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question now. From all five movies that have been out, there's six ones working on now. Which one do you think is the best one?
You know, you put me on a hot seat right now. The first one laid the foundation how it's supposed to be.
I
The
agree.
third one stand out very well. The fourth and the fifth left a lot of questions for me. Because when you're doing sequence, you gotta figure out what. Are they following the actual storyline? Are they doing some extra twist? Or are you doing an add-on? The fourth and the fifth one look as if they were adding stuff onto it. From my standpoint, I was like, come on. 'Cause I'm very when it comes to a movie, though we gotta ask yourself the question. When they do the sequel to any type of series or movie, are they sticking to the storyline? Are they adding too much unnecessary to not put it add? Or they taking away too much stuff that not supposed to be taken out? Which one is it? Because one and three, it made it present known. To me, four and five, there was some question mark like, should it have been this way or what's going on?
Okay. I feel the third one is the best one personally. I'll tell you why. Is the way the ending scene, in the big battle with all the pirates. I feel like we're going to war. I love that scene. And when they're like fighting on the ships, they're going from ship to ship and they're fighting, and Will goes, Barbosa, marry us. He's like, I'm kind of busy, man, you little fuckers. You really want to marry now at all times when I'm actually in the middle of a goddamn sword fight? Sure, why not? I have my hands are not busy enough trying to drive the boat, fight these guys, and now I got to marry you too? Okay. Well, then, do you take this goddamn bitch for your wife? I'm like, seriously, like, the ending scene did it for me, bro. And you seen all those pirates on a round table, like they had a meeting. Like you never seen a pirates actually have a meeting. You're always trying to kill each other and going for the gold, but it was different this time. You know what I'm saying? And we got a comment from Eric. It says, "For me, the word ends is my favorite because was a Pelix of Elizabeth's story." And next, just hey, like that's what I'm saying. How can you say the third was not the best one, my dude?
And now you see why I said that when we come to production and you're doing the sequence, you want to make sure you don't screw things up because you know what? Let me just say, American movie production don't do well with sequel properly well. It's only rare that they do justice. Lord of the Rings was done just with justice. The Hobbit was done because the producer understood the mission and the task it's supposed to be portrayed from the book.
Absolutely.
Everybody else, when they're doing these things, they want to put their own little monkey wrench or too much of a monkey wrench in it, and it kind of like you can almost taste it like
Oh,
mm, I don't know, something odd about something off about this. That no, that issue.
so it,
John Wick, another movie that was done the way it's supposed to be done.
I'll give you a good example when people put Thomas insert. So, do you remember the movie called? And you probably do remember because you're related to the guy. Incredible Hulk.
How many
Do you remember
remakes they
it?
got? How many remakes they gonna do with the Incredible Hulk before they get it right?
Too many. So the actor who played Incredible Hulk, not the Hulk who you're related to. I'm talking about to the scrawny little side guy who played Bruce Matter. The actor in his clause of contract, and I don't know why would they actually approve this. This is so stupid. The clause of contract, he said to do the movie, he says any advice or anything he wants changed in the movie, they have to do it. So the
We
script
had,
was
but
rewritten and rewritten because.
we had three
Go ahead.
different versions of who, and that's the thing about it. That's what was annoying. The first one, I was like, that's not in the comic book. Who I deal
True.
with this? The second one, kind of like, this sounds like a correction from the first one. You know what? Let me give it a pop. Yeah. That's the thing I like about it. I like, okay, they're trying to correct the mess they made and then make it more realistic to what everybody knew what it was. You thought he would come back. Oh no, we got another one for you. Really?
Yeah, so I just literally found this out this morning or last night. I can't remember where I found that out. It was on one of the shorts I watched, and I looked it up, and that's facts. So when they changed the Hulk for a third fucking time, I was like, why? I do not understand that. Oh, Bruce Banner, I should say. So you know what I'm saying?
You seriously don't think you're rich?
So let me ask
But
you this
then
question. Go ahead.
when the way they pissed me off.
We struggle with normal people.
No, go ahead. Finish your saying. Go finish your saying.
Yeah, only 6. In my house in Indonesia, I have 4. I have a wife. Can I marry you?
Yeah, go ahead. I said it.
Are you coming over to the sleep?
Oh, incredible. What after doing the actual storyline with Bruce Banner and his long time on and off again girlfriend, She-Hulk, if I'm correct, from the second Hulk. The third Hulk
Mm-hmm.
to be a way to be, and you expect the autumn will be okay with it. No, that's why I watch Japanese produced movies. You gotta understand consistency. You understand the storyline. You don't just break it up because you want to. More actually try and be on the right path. That's the thing about. Can I?
All right, David, you're really choppy. I'm getting text messages from people saying you're choppy and you're
Oh, not a
breaking in and out.
glitch.
Yeah, so I know the glitch is it's probably your signal, dude. I don't know if you want to go back to your desktop because when you use your desktop, you wouldn't have any issues.
I'm glitch.
Or go ahead.
Bad, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like I can barely understand you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reboot. The computer. I'll be right back. I'll reboot it.
Okay, you can. All right, I'll keep these fine folks busy
Yeah,
for
I'm
a
gonna
little
have to
bit.
reboot this. Let me take me now. I'll go reboot it.
Okay. All right, so David gets back. Let's have a civil conversation, mateys. So I was like David said, like with the Hulk, I feel like when you give actors way too much power, they go ape shit with it. You ever heard a story? You know, a new manager finally gets the power and authority, and he's the first time manager. He goes pretty crazy, like power crazy. Yeah, that's what actors do when they have too much power over their own role, and it's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, the reason I say that is nothing wrong with it because it's the first time they're actually doing that stuff. So I think, end of the day, actors should just follow the script. But the problem is, you know, when it's a bad script, oh man, that's an issue. How do you not give import if it's bad? Like David said, like the story did not make sense. Some of them, like when it was, what's it called the Hulk. The first one was made no sense. Like this wasn't in the comic book, And I think that's where the third, no, the third one, oh, the fourth one and the fifth one did pretty bad because the story was like all over the place. And I do understand they're trying to keep going with it, but you're missing two main actors out of it. You're missing William and freaking Elizabeth. Those guys are not in the movie. So how were you supposed to do anything? How were you supposed to continue with it if you didn't have those guys? And I think that's the issue with the third one. Excuse me, the fourth and fifth one again. They didn't have those two main characters. They only had Captain Jack Sparrow. Right. Debatable with the captain part, but Jack Sparrow is the only one in there. So how do you continue a saga when you're missing two people? Anybody knows that answer? That's something I always wonder. How do you continue a saga without missing two main characters? And it's hard. Like, I'll use Star Wars as a great example. When they killed off Solo, that's one of the main characters. I know it's different, but it was hard to see him go. Alright, Princess Leia, that we didn't have a choice because she did die in real life. So, how do you continue? Excuse me, guys. But you saw it was very hard. I don't think the new Star Wars movies are as good as the old ones. I will say it out there right now. I think episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, they were great. 7 and up, I don't think they were that good. They made a lot of nonsense things. But where do we stop when you lose characters or even actors? Or what? Like, what's his name? Orlando Bloom. I haven't seen him do any movies recently, to be honest with you guys. After the Pirates, like, I'm looking right now in his thing. I haven't seen anything new with him. All right, here we go. At least I haven't. I'm not saying he has not done anything. I haven't seen him. He had 01. Excuse me. No, I'm sorry. 21. He did that Legacy. Yeah, I think it was something like that. And it got rated. His Legacy is very. I haven't seen it. It's free on Tubu. On Rotten Tomatoes, 50%, and IBM he got out of 10, 5.2. So it was not a bad movie. It's a decent movie. He does pretty good movies overall. But my question is with him right now, I haven't seen him do anything really a main character in a long time. Let's see. IBM is the best source to check credits and for pretty much everything. You know, fun fact, dude. CQ, a friend of the channel, he does his own thing on his own channel, Pop Culture Warrior. If you look Pop Culture Warrior or CQ, he comes up on IBM. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm like, of course. But like some other actors, let's talk about what's her face, Elizabeth. Because I haven't seen her do anything either, to be honest with you guys. So let's see what movies she has done lately, because I haven't seen it. And again, a lot of these guys I haven't seen. Sorry, guys. It's been a long freaking day. No. See, 2019 is the last thing I see here, actually. Beth, I Love You is called. 19 it came out. 19 she did a movie called Anna. I'm sorry. In 2020 she did Miss Sibber, if I'm pronouncing that correct. I don't see anything else newer than that. Still checking, guys. Give me one quick second because I don't think I needed this information today. Yeah, that's the only movie I see her do. So she hasn't done a lot of movies. I think her two main big movies was Star Wars, obviously, and Pirates. I haven't seen her do anything else. She was in King Arthur, but I wasn't a fan of that King Arthur version. I know it's obviously there are different versions out there, but I didn't like that version. But again, these actors only did this one movie, so I don't think if they're missing these two, characters, yeah, I don't think the movie's ever gonna be the same. Now, here's a question I got for you guys. Do you guys think there's a way to bring them back now, and add the sun on top of that, like maybe for the sixth one coming out soon, so like a 7-1? What do you guys think? TikTok. Anybody? I'll wait, you guys give you a minute. I'll continue. Yeah, I guess I'm yawning. Well, water probably help that. All right. In the chat, guys. I was going to ask David before the whole computer thing glitched on him. Who was some of the most influenced real-life pirates? Okay, let me repeat that. Who was the most influenced real-life pirates of the Caribbean, and how did they shape history? So, if anybody knows the answer, I'd like to see that in the chats really fast. Because I'm curious what your opinion. And I'll tell you the one I know of. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Jack Sparrow. Not Jack. Blackbeard. Blackbeard is the number one pirate I know of. He's the number one. But I did some homework actually on this one. Believe it or not, I'm prepared on that one. Harry Morgan. Yep, Harry Morgan. You heard it right. He was a pirate also from. I don't have the dates. That's one thing I could not find too much about. He was just. I was a pirateer. Yeah, you got the idea of that. So. The next one was Annie Bone. Yep, Annie Bone, a woman. You heard that correct. That was actually pretty common a woman to be a pirate back then. Carlos Jack. He was the other very influenced one. William Kidd. Franco Olong. I cannot pronounce that goddamn last name if I wanted to. The other one is... This is a bigger name than my fucking real name. Brathron Robidon. Hey, I gotta give me a little credit. My accent was pretty dead on there, guys. You gotta give me credit. I got a thumbs up on that one. Or, hey, what's my little thing going on here? I forgot. I gotta re-add that damn thing. I also used for my chat stuff, but I guess it's not there. I gotta fix it. I didn't realize it was there. Carly's Valine and Ching Xing. Yep, Ching Xing. It was Japanese. Japanese or Chinese. It doesn't say. Let me see if it says in my notes here. Oh, Chinese. Here it is. I missed it. Chinese. One of the few Chinese women pirates. So okay, they were the most influential one. So I told you the list. I told you the one I knew was Blackbeard off bat. Blackbeard. The first thing I hear a pirate, I go Blackbeard. Boom, right on point, right there. So, which one do you guys remember? Which one do you guys know of as the most influenced pirate back then? Which one comes to your mind when you hear Pirates of the Caribbean? What is the first pirate that comes to your mind? Blackbeard always comes to me. Blackbeard. Every single time. And his real name was Edward Teach. I think that's why he changed his name to Blackbeard. Edward Teach. Imagine trying to be a pirate with that last fucking name. Ooh, man. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a difficult one. And if you look up anywhere it says like who's the most famous pirate, yada, Blackbeard comes the most. Most successful is Blackburn. That's number one, and the most popular in the Caribbean. Blackbeard again. Which pirate of the Caribbean characters was really only Blackbeard we know at the moment. Later might be different. The most feared real pirate again was Blackbeard or Edward Teck. He lived from okay, I just found it actually. I'm sorry, from 1680 to 1718. That's not a long time if you think about it. Back then, that was a short fucking time. Who was the most meanest pirate ever? And my note says Edward Law. Edward Law. What kind of fucking last name is that? Anyway, no, skip that one. It makes no sense. So, was there a real Jack Sparrow? Everybody wants to know the answer. Do we really have a Jack Sparrow in our midst? Actually, we did. His name was Jack Warren. He died in 1622. They're estimating his age between 68 and 69. That was a long time back then. Language English, obviously. Career, pirateer. Nicknames he was going by: Brit, Shaggy, Hugh, Fred, Jack Sparrow. His name was Jack Sparrow. His real name was actually Jack. What was it? Wong. So I think that's where they got the idea from, because he is a real pirate. Most people don't know that. Okay, and we got, I am browsing Wikipedia. Which source are you using so I can follow? I have my own personal notes. I did all over the place. I just sit down and did some research when I was bored the other day. That's why I get shit done. I get bored. So here, I will put this guy's name on the list, so you, in the chat, so you know how to spell it, because it's weird spelling. If you're trying to find out who Jack Sparrow is, that is Jack Sparrow's real name. So actually, let's see if I can find a picture of the real Jack Sparrow. Yeah, I actually found one. Holy shit! Huh. So, I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. David gets back. So you're looking at the real Jack Sparrow. He was Middle Eastern, obviously. Jack Sparrow. Up there he is. Let's get this little fucker back in here. All right. Let's stop.
Are we glitching?
Okay, so
Am
far
I
you're
glitching?
good. Don't jinx it. No, you're good right now.
Not trying to drink it. Like I would say, there was something running in the back end which was annoying me.
So you had another program running in the background, you saying?
No, when I put up the computer, there was something was running in the background. I didn't know what it was, so I was trying to kill it. But I want to make sure I killed out the wrong program.
That would help. Let me ask you a question. Tech. I'm gonna call you Tech from now on. Is that okay? Good. Don't care. That's your new nickname, Tech. Or Grandpa Time. Which one you want?
Tech. Don't call me the other one.
Okay, Grandpa Time. So, have you heard of the name Jack Ward? W-A-R-D. I know I'm saying it wrong. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen right now. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Jack Watch.
Do you know the name any chance?
No.
He was the real Jack Sparrow.
I don't know. I just found these in my mom's closet.
Yeah. So I was actually, as you came back, I'm gonna share my screen again. I was just going over, and I'm kind of killing time to get your ass back here. So again, this is the real Jack Sparrow. I assume he's Middle Eastern. His seems.
Mm-hmm.
So Jack Sparrow was his nickname actually from a few other nicknames. He died between age of 68 and 69 as a pirateer. That's a long time for a fucking pirate to live, to be honest with you. You may be lucky past 30 if you were, but that's rare. So he was one of the and this is his creative site at Tucson Coast. I might be pronouncing that. So that's I think that's fascinating, David. To be honest with you, he was actually a real pirate.
But
What do you think, man?
was he a comical individual or he was the total opposite?
I don't know because I have to go through all this, and it just came up. I literally just googled it as I was like
You
trying to kill
ask
time.
that question though, right? Like you want to ask that question though.
That's a good question to
Because
ask because go ahead.
when you take a character and you try to rewrite it to something that is not, and the people who know that will be like, no, that's a poor description of the character, then the movie loses value.
Oh yeah, good example. Blackbeard. When they brought Blackbeard in the fourth one, I had to think there for a minute. The fourth one, that was a letdown because Blackbeard was a mean motherfucker, and is the reason why he was the most famous pirate because he didn't take any of his bullshit, and he was his idea to immunity or whatever it's called when they take over the ship. Because back then, people make mistake. You think that you work for the captain. No, the captain works for your crew. If there's no, money coming in, the crew kick your ass right off the fucking boat. You're the next pirate, David. I mean, you're the next captain. I don't want to be captain. Too bad. You're the captain now. They had a whole thing on History Channel a while back. The Pirates of the Caribbean, I think it was called. Let me look it up. But to that meantime, tell me what's your opinion on that.
Oh, I might have to repeat it again. I was trying to digest all that information. I was like, this don't come off good. It did not come off good when you were reading. When you're telling me these things, I'm like, how would I respond to this?
Really fast before you move on, if you guys are looking for a good documentary on this stuff, the true Caribbean pirates on History Channel is a incredible documentary to watch. It talks about Blackbeard and a lot of stuff. Look into that.
But the thing is, when you mention Blackbeard,
Yeah, I'm listening.
I know Blackbeard is historical because they applied to One Piece anime, right? But when I saw this so-called Blackbeard, I was like, why? Why can't these married folks stick to the script and not just sabotage something? I don't know. He looks kind of like off. Did he have that Blackbeard nostalgia? Like, oh yeah, this is not something to mess around with. And that was something that I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to the certain theme of the movie, with pirate movie, war movies, certain bit with comic book and anime, you might want to stick to the script. Don't try to add too much monkey when you destroy the flavor. It's like you're serving
Absolutely.
you're serving a gumbo soup without no gumbo in it. Then a bunch of vegetables with no seasoning.
I think they were trying to accomplish something, and I see where they're going with it. I'm not disagreeing with it, and it's disappointing in a way because they want to continue. Like I said earlier, when you were on your coffee break, let's say it is you taking two main characters. You took William out of there and Elizabeth, two of the main characters. That was the yin and yang in the movie because Sparrow's doing something stupid over there, fucking flying around like a goddamn goddamn goose in the air. Cool, I like that about the movie. Don't get me wrong, but those two balance him out, the comedy and the action and everything. And they had their funny moments too. And now you take those two out. Now you have this guy who needs to be the hero of this of the series now, and he was always was, but he had two backing up main roles. Then you taking out a big love story. Like how you can you balance this out now? They try to bring other characters, but you could never balance out. Go ahead, David. The floor is yours. What do you think?
I would have put it like this. Remember what I say when you put too much ranch into the soup?
Mm-hmm.
The Captain Sparrow movie. If I were to watch the documentary, I might end up hating the pilot of the character. I might. When you throw in too many characters who should or should not be in a movie, remember that you're just throwing too much stuff in there with no season.
True.
This is why I'm not gonna be playing around here. But when it comes to American production, when it comes to movies, yeah, they were bad for the first one. Don't talk about the second one. Watch the third one. Just separate yourself from because now, even though doing this court case, just add more to the weight. That movie don't have much of a draw now.
The fourth one, you mean, or or all five of them?
All five. Man, I don't know what to tell you.
So, if you think they're gonna draw, why are they making a sixth one then?
Money.
But
You
how are they gonna
know,
make money if nobody's going to the theaters and seeing it then?
we'll give you a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
Matrix. Why would it part four? After how many years?
Yeah, that was a pretty bad movie.
No, okay, now you get my point. Now you get where I'm coming
But
from.
I didn't go see. I didn't pay money in the theaters either.
I think it came out. Did it come out on Netflix or something? I'm not too sure, but
No, it came. It came in theaters first. Then you could have watched it on. It came directly after that to Paramount. I think it had the rights to it, or Max. So yeah. Then you're wondering why. Just why? It made no sense. Why they make the fourth one? It had no connection to movies or anything. And it was like, Neo, remember. And I'm like, Neo's like, what am I remembering of? Then you have Morpheus, who's kicked the bucket somehow. We don't know that backstory. Now, if you had a little backstory about the other characters, I can get on board with that. But they didn't do that.
here's the issue. Did the formula for American movie? Throw some big name character, put some flair, some fireworks, some explosion, lack of proper storytelling. There you go.
Hmm.
That's what it is. And like I
Okay.
said, the training move. I used to watch movies since the age of 7, and I always try to ask the question about the storyline. What was missing, what's not missing, what was the best part about the storyline, what was the best part about the actor or actress, whatever. This one is kind of like when you hear they're doing six, it's like that you're doing another BS like you did with the Matrix. Why bring on another sequel for what purpose?
See,
You're
what you know
saying
how I looked at movies when I was younger is what's next. Like the Words of Virtue, for example. I thought they were gonna make a sequel. I really did. But now looking back, I knew they're not gonna make it because of the way it was. I thought it was a good movie. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was a good movie.
but that's the thing though. Like I said, when you have people who are not good at making proper sequel to the movie, then you're producing good. But I'll give another perfect example. Iron Man. How many directors did that movie go to? The sequel.
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. Did they connect with each other properly, or it just a little bit?
1 to 2 did connect pretty decent, I thought.
They did. 3,
3 did not as much because now he's like retired at home. That's all connection it was. You know what I'm saying? So we got a comment from Eric. I said, Babos past is worth exploring, but it may be too much for a photograph shift for Madeline.
protagonist shift for the mainstream fan. If you ask me, they may have to redo the whole entire movie, but this time remove all the Commodore aspect and do it the way it's supposed to, where it the draw the ivory or a microscope on the character to that's how it's supposed to be done. If I have my way, let the Japanese people do it. No disrespect, they do it better than you guys.
So I actually looked it up really fast. I'm curious if he was a real pirate. He was not. He's main fiction completely. And he's first, he was first in appearing, obviously, Captain, against Captain Jack Sparrow in first Black Pearl. So it makes you wonder, how many fiction these guys. Like we know, David Jones. Go ahead. I see your face. Go ahead. I'll give you the floor first.
When I saw that name in the movie, I was like,
Oh my god.
okay, what the plot here? That's the problem. There was really, it's like you're just throwing different characters that people can relate to into a movie, hope to get some kind of buzz. Now, Pirate of the Caribbean was more like a macaroni with raisin in it.
Say that again?
Pirate of the Caribbean movie sequel was like you want to go into the restaurant, you got yourself with macaroni with raisin in it.
But they do make macaroni salad with raisins in it, by the way.
Yeah, I don't say macaroni time. Macaroni with cheese with raisin in it. That would look like to me.
Okay.
No, non-tasting, out of place tasting kind of mix. But this is really why, like I said, I've been moving away from American production because when it comes to them movies, it's not cutting. It's not. It's not. Hey, let me be like this, guy. I'm trying to fight. I didn't get no sleep throughout the whole day, so I'm trying to fight the sleep. So if I feel like I can't go further, I'll let you guys know. Come fighting, and I'm trying to speak on this thing because yes, I did have my beef with the series. Yes, 3, you're right. 3 was the best. 4 and 5. Now you say you want to do 6. I'm like, I wouldn't even waste my time watching it. To be honest with you.
So I looked this up. Who was David Jones supposed to be? The original name of David Jones, the Sailor Devil, are include which 19th century direction traveled David Jones to a ghost of Josh. Others exploring his unnatural superstitions powers have been put in front, including a sailor or a bum owner who kidnapped a sailor. What do you guys say about that?
That character sound like a character that is not collaborating with any other character. It probably be an entity on its own with its own storyline. And just like you look at the One Piece, it's like a connection piece. But you don't just match it all at once. It had to represent something. there had to be a storyline why this character is in the movie, either
Hmm.
the second or third or the fourth one, for what the purpose behind it, why it is so significant. The art of storytelling, when you're telling a story that you have people wonder what's going to happen next, what's going to happen next. They hear about a character, but you want to hear about the build up of the character, who the character is before you put them in there. The art. This is what I'm saying. A lot of American movies have lost the art of storytelling. All they talk about pyrotechnics, blah. Put some explosion, blah. Put some fighting, blah. Put some chemical, blah. Storyline, not needed. You just go with the flow.
I'm gonna argue with you respectfully. I'm not arguing what you're saying. I'm arguing about your mental, no, not mental, your theory behind it. I don't think it's the explosion of fighting. I think we got to the point in movies now, everything's 3G, CG, whatever you fucking call it. Like throw a bunch of CG and hope for the best. Like you never grab a ball, throw it against the wall, and hope for the best. This is what movies could becoming. Like, here we go. Hey, David, ready? Go along, David. Go along. I know you can't run that fast. And you missed it.
No, I dropped it. Like, no, I'm not touching that.
Like,
I'm
you
not,
see my
I'm not,
point? You see where I'm going with this right now, right?
I see it. And this is why I said what I said. It just lately when I come to watching movies,
Mm-hmm.
more concerned of who produced the movie. Is it a Japanese producer, American producer, a French producer, etc., etc.? Because if it's Japanese, then I'm going to expect to get some good storytelling, some good action where it needs to be. You're not gaslighting me. You're not setting me up for disappointment. You're not overselling when we put me undersell. That is my issue because let's be real, they've been lost it. They lost the skill, they lost the talent to make good movies. They have.
With acting, yes. Acting is not what it used to be. You had to put your time in, if that makes sense. Does it? Like, where is it? I'm looking for a specific name. I guess I'm trying to find this director because he does have Michael Bay.
Okay,
Michael Bay
okay,
is one
I'm
of the
done.
few. Yeah. No.
I got an issue with Michael Bay.
Okay. Please
When,
enlighten me.
when I speak on it, well, I have an issue with Michael Bay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is the court case against Michael Bay. When this dude get I give him credit, he's a nice, good producer. Took it upon himself to produce the Transformers series. You took a cartoon from a generation that a lot of people grew up upon. Remember the G1, the G2, the G3,
Including myself.
the multiple episodes that came on, the iconic characters. When he took it and made it to be something that was not. Diehard fans, I remember when I growing up watching Transformers with more robot interaction, not robot with the human interaction. The second one, you had two Volkswagen Beetle character cracking joke like Marlon and Wayne. We didn't need that. But almost every sequel he did, it was not added, it was not making sense. It was all over the place. Like you rewrite the script, everything, trying to do something completely different. You hurt the fan base so bad. It's not even funny anymore. Not. You did well with the character creation, how they're supposed to look. So you did it to a certain degree, but storyline wise, now you got Transformer One. What are you trying to say? We want to give you a second chance to prove us wrong? No. Transformer One, I think it's out already, right? Is it?
It came out the other day.
I like it when we sit there and
Give me a
watch it.
second. I'll give you the date. You could go and give me 1 minute. I'll look up a date for you right now.
So, Michael Bay, Michael Bay, Michael Bay. If you think you did an excellent job with Transformer, I'd give you a 2 out of 5. Reason why I say that, yes, you brought it to
2 out of
life,
5 is
made it to
seriously. You
life.
can go a little higher than that.
According to Peter, Network, he said 1/5. I'm just saying. The more you mention Michael Bay, I got triggered. I was like,
Fuck. It came out today, actually. We got released today. And right now, they're rating it IBM at 10 out of 10, 7.9. Fandango 98. Rotten Tomatoes 88. What's up, Cass? What's going on, my man? How are you tonight? You know, I'm going to drop the link. I didn't do that today. I am so sorry, guys. I totally forgot to drop the link. So you know the rule. Camera's up, smiles on, mic's on,
yeah,
and please, breath mints.
oh yeah, they can smell the breath through the mic. My bad.
What happened?
I said they can smell the breath through the mic. My bad.
I can smell it over in Pennsylvania from New York. This is pretty bad, actually.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, like, I think... I haven't seen Transformer 1. I don't think it's a reboot, to be honest with you. I don't think so. You think it's a reboot?
Hold on. Transformers. What are the 2 iconic characters that started off from?
Bumblebee and Optimus. No, from the movies I'm talking about.
The iconic character is actually Optimus Prime and Megatron, who they were before they became. To what they're trying to do is whereby, okay, since the creator of the Transformer, when they did the whole Transformer cartoon, we never got a chance to see the origin of
Oh,
Optimus
I see
Prime.
where you're going with this now. I see. Go ahead. He wasn't a Prime. He was just Optimus.
Yeah, or we on Pack. That was his name.
Yeah, he became a Prime later.
Later.
From Omega
So
Prime, I think, was it? I'm not mistaken?
Orion Pack.
No,
That was his
didn't
name.
Omega Prime make him a Prime? Why am I wrong? I can't remember the name.
No.
You know which one? You know which game actually goes into details of this shit? It tells you the whole story how it becomes a Prime. One of the Transformer games. Hang on, I'll tell you right now. Give me 1 second. I'll look it up. It goes so in detail. It's not even funny.
That was Transformer Earth War? No.
A Fallen of Cybertron is one, and Rise of the Spark was the other one. I believe it was for a War of Cybertron. If I'm not mistaken, it was War of Cybertron, because there were 3 games specifically I'm talking about. I think it was War of Cybertron. I'm pretty sure. Earth Wars, that was like something later on.
Yeah, but what it did, Earth
Go ahead.
War spin off a couple of other animated movies onto Netflix.
Okay, I can see that.
So like the Dinobot. Imagine we watched the cartoon. There was never a
And
Combinobot.
Earth Wars,
The
it says
combiners.
here, is only on smartphones. It's not a PC or a console game.
Technically speaking, it ended up being a console game. No, not console PC, because they got 2 different emulators that allow you to play it. The Google Play Store that you can now play on your PC allow you to play it, right? And we have the what the other app? BlueStack.
Okay.
I can show you footage of the game because I was actually on it on the another PC, which is my laptop.
Uh,
You can
let me
download the
copy
Google
strike.
Play Store. The Google Play Store beta allow you to play the Transformer Earth War on your PC. It
Okay.
does.
So the games current to what I looked up as now, because as you were talking, I looked it up. It's 3 games. The third one didn't make no fucking sense, to be honest with you.
Which one was it?
So the first one was Rise of the no. I just had it. Where is it? War of Cybertron. That was the first one, right? He became a prime in that one. Then they talk about how a Cybertron falls in the falling the rise of the dark spark. When that happens, then the fourth one,
What the hell?
this one makes no sense to me. Uh, I can't find the name of the game that's on its thing. I think it was just Transformers, the game. If I'm not mistaken. No, it
What
wasn't.
we?
It was PS4. Yeah, it was on PS4. Uh, can't find that game for some reason in here. So pretty much it picks up in Earth when they're actual Transformers and they're fighting, the Megatron and all that. Yeah, but the storyline didn't make any sense. They skip. They fall from it. They go right there. Because in the end of Fallen of Cybertron, you see them flying to Earth and they're fighting on top of the ship. And Bumblebee gets hurt, and you see Optimus Prime carrying Bumblebee in his arms. That was the opening scene. Then they go backwards in time, like, oh, that's what happened. Can that make sense? David, you pass out on me?
I'm all right.
Hey, I thought you passed out for a minute.
Almost.
Yeah, or you were just thinking.
I was thinking about a lot of things because how I want to put this. How I want to put it together. When you mentioned Transformer One, I tell you it's more of a reboot and everything, but there's a lot of things that have been going on and come to production, come to getting the storyline correct, come to getting things done.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't get me wrong, I want this movie to do well. After you told the previews and everything,
It looks pretty good. I gotta be honest with you for an anime movie.
yeah, it looked pretty good, but here's what you want to understand. That is my childhood. They have met G.I. Joe already.
But they are actually working on a reboot. I think they did a pretty good, decent job with
G.I.
what
Joe,
was it? With
Snake Eye, Snake
sorry?
Eye,
Yeah, I think
Snake Eye,
that was a.
the original Snake Eye. Okay, that was a pretty good reboot. That was a proper introduction of a character. Are you think they're gonna do Duke properly? Oh, my bad, I forgot. They killed Duke off for The Rock.
Yeah, I have a hard time, but like I don't know if it's like a money thing because The Rock is a high profile actor. You don't think he's that good actor?
Oh, when he did the movie for Doom, the video game, how was it?
Oh, that's when he's beginning his career, bro. Come on, come a little slack. Give me a better one. Give me a better one.
Hercules.
You didn't like Hercules? No, I'm asking you. I'm the host. I can't. I have to be biased. I'm asking your opinion.
Of all the adaptation of Hercules, Kevin Sobo Hercules were better than The Rock Hercules. How about that?
I didn't like that version of Hercules because that didn't make no sense. That didn't add up any of the storyline. At least Rock's Hercules followed the historical line.
He did. He followed. Yeah. But for
And I'll
some
be straight up. I'll be straight up, and I'm not going to cut you off for now. But straight up, back then in Greece, we weren't like white ass Ghost of Sparta like I am right here. It was more like the Rock complexion, more like a tannish, blackish,
I get
whitish
it.
color.
I get it. But here's the problem. You're an actor portraying a character. Hercules. Right? You're portraying
Mm-hmm.
Hercules, right? It's a Hercules, not Hercules. I didn't stutter. What the movie
I
called?
didn't say you
Hercules.
did
It didn't say Hercules. Why every movie you want to put his own twist of the people eyebrow in it, or the people champ in the character? Like
time out really fast. The third game, I finally found it, and this one makes no sense. It was called Rise of the Dark Spark, and that they were fighting on Earth. The third one, they make no sense of the timeline.
I hate to
And
say
that was my.
the only
Go ahead.
game that respect the Transformer to this very day is Transformer Earth War. I hate to say it, but all the other Transformer game kind of like
Okay,
and the
do me a favor. If you can download these two games, I'm going to recommend, right? These, I'm telling you, they're like one of the two of the best games. Let me just get the names for you, right? Where are they? Fucking. They were on PS3 and PS4. All right.
hmm
The two games. I'm playing. Play them in this series. All right. The Rise. Nope. Where is it? Nope. Get back there, fucker. He on my computer. He decides to do whatever they fucking wants. Not what I want to do. Where is the name of it? The Fallen of Cybertron is one of them, right?
hmm
And the other one was. Where is the other one?
You sure they're ready for this?
Doing it.
I don't know. Well, shit, I hope so.
The Fallen of Cybertron and the Dark Spot. The War of Cybertron and the Fallen of Cybertron. Those two games. Play them and then have a conversation with me, because you're going to look at me and go, "Oh, that makes fucking sense," and you're literally going to
I will
say
play
that.
it. I will
You
play
should
it, but
probably
you
download
know,
on your PC for free now these days for that. It is a PS3 game, so we're in PS5. You know what I'm saying? And you should be able to find it
I
on
will look for
Steam
it.
or
I will
something.
look for it. I will definitely look for it though.
Yeah.
Trust me, I will.
They're pretty long games, bro. Don't get me wrong. They're not like a 1, 2, 3 games. It is a pretty decent game
Yeah,
because they even bring the Dinobots in it at one point.
What's happening?
And the Dinobot
but
has a good history.
but did Dynamite have it come out the combiner now?
I can't remember,
Because
to be honest.
they
It's
did
been a while.
this animated series on Netflix whereby Dinobot ended up becoming a combiner because they took the what the name of the thing? The orb of the combiner, something like that. And when they met with that to consider or a reconstruct them and make the become a company called a Dragoners, it will continue to be the most powerful combiner of all the combiner out there because of the strength of the Dinobot itself alone. Combining together made it way more powerful than what it is. You know,
Okay.
in all the Autobot series, the Dinobot was more like a special unit by itself.
Yeah.
Grimlock, strength wise, trumped Optimus Prime. And there's many times you see in the G1 cartoon, Grimlock would be right on Optimus Prime's face, looking at him like, "You may be my boss, but I'm bigger than you," kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you
So
see it.
I don't want to spoil too. Do you care if I say it too much? So during
Say
the
it.
game, they say showing them they were doing experimentals. One of the scientists of the best side. Help me out, David.
With Jack,
No.
not with Jack. The one eye cycle.
Yes, he was doing an experiment on
No, no.
on a Cybertrons for So hang on. So he found out that he created the Dinobots technically because he kind of like made him strong, but he made him dumb too. David's freezing, but I'm not seeing any glitches right now.
Made it from
All
there.
right, let me know, Eric, if you freezes. I'm sorry.
Maybe they see it on their end.
Yeah, I don't see
It
anything
could
on
be
my end.
because I tried to remove the glitch on my end. It's not glitching right now.
Huh. Yeah, I don't
Thank
see a
God for
glitch
that.
either.
And
But
I'm trying to fight the sleep
if
because
you
I
play
haven't
these
I haven't
games,
slept in like. I'm gonna look for it because you mentioned it. I'm gonna look for
yeah,
it right after I get off right now.
play it.
In the
You
field.
have to play in order. That's the thing. You have to play War of Cybertron first. Explains how Oh, it was on his end. He had to refresh his page. So he had when he Oh, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked.
Oh
So
wait,
when you
hold
play,
on. I mean, night to the War Cybertron. You remember? I seen the gameplay on YouTube. Somebody did.
Thank you.
I
The War
remember.
Cyber and the Fallen Cybertron. So, if you place Cybertron, the War Cybertron first, explain how Prime becomes a Prime. It
It
goes
did. It
into
did.
one steps. I mean,
But
when I
the
saw
way the game was, it was going on back and forth. First you were on the Autobot side, then you end up going on the Decepticon side. They come back to the
yes, yes,
Autobot
yes,
side.
yes,
They
yes,
come to. I
yes.
remember now. So when you break it down to me, now mind you, I wanted to play the game so bad, but I watched the gameplay on YouTube, and somebody took the game and kind of create his own series of comical stuff, and he was good at it. So when you mentioned that, I keep this is what happens when you're being a nerd and you start to go into your head a little further deep. Like you saw this somewhere.
Don't
You
remind me.
and I start to dig down. Like, oh, hidden archive. Oh, I see this game before. I wanted to play it. I remember War Cybertron was pretty cool.
Yeah, then the Fallen of Cybertron. Explain that how
That's the
Cybertron
next one.
falls, but it gets in detail at one point in the game how Dinobots become the Dinobots before there were Dinobots. Because explain why
Pretty
he
much.
made them a certain way, why are they have to combine to become big and strong. You know, so I do understand as a hardcore Transformer fans, and I try to be non-biased, and I did the best I could. Say, okay, this is not going to be the show. This is a movie. They only can do so much with movies. Let's be honest here, Dave, for a minute, right? But there's something they did not do right. The second movie, Transformers 2, what was it called? Help me out, David. Transformers 2, what was it? Rise of the Fallen.
That's right on the phone. Yeah. Ultimate,
when
no, not Ultimate Megatron. He told Megatron was dead, but he ended up coming back.
The other way around. It was both, actually. Because, yeah, Megatron was thought he's dead. Then they use a shard of the old spark to bring him back.
Yeah.
Then Prime dies in the beginning of the movie, and the leadership of Matrix, before they knew what the leadership of Matrix was, and that's when it blows my mind off, too. And that part I didn't like too much either. It brings him back to life. First, he became dust. Then all of a sudden, the leadership comes back in one piece. Like,
Yeah, but here's the thing.
like what the fuck?
That movie, when they did that right there, I remember that animated movie, when he died, was different. When he died, the Matrix leadership was given to Hot Rod before he came Optimus Prime. Later on, he gave it back to Optimus Prime.
Oh,
So,
we're talking about the
if you-
movie version, or we're talking
Yeah,
about
the animated movie version, when Optimus Prime actually died, the Matrix of leadership went to Hot Rod. When Hot Rod took it, he ended up becoming Optimus Prime. If you notice about it, you say Optimus Prime died in part 2. Yeah, where was Optimus Prime in that? You see my point now?
again, I don't have an argument statement here. I'm not saying all the movies are good. The first one did a decent job, I thought. The second one, I give it. I'm gonna buzz
Here,
that shit
how it
right
was.
out.
Here how it was. The first one, second one, third one, fourth one. Every single one, you're trying to save it. When you even bought the Dinobot, you only bought Grimlock. Everybody else would not have its own camera time. Like, dude, what are you doing?
So here's the thing. Okay, so here's how my thing is. Transformers 1, the first movie. Okay. Pretty decent, I thought, for the first one. Second one, no. They even brought in, what's his fucking name? The construction bot one that transforms the big one. It was supposed to fight the big Dinobot. You know what I'm talking about.
That was a mess. I'm sorry. I thought that one out. Meaning I thought that I lost my appetite in the movie.
Yeah.
Constructicon, what you want to call it? When you did that and made it look like that, iconically, the Constructicon did not look
Thank you,
like that.
Trusticon. That's what I was talking about.
It didn't look like that in the animated series. They look like Constructicon took too much drugs and with a crackhead over the Decepticons.
So the next one I was gonna say,
Ah, give me some drugs. Inject my energon with some drugs. That's what it looked like.
this one I didn't like because it made no sense in a storyline.
He
The dark,
destroyed it. How do you? If anybody who would a diehard fan of the Transformer, the Destructicon did not look like a crackhead combiner who strung or drug that bad. It was a tall mammoth of a combiner. He had that approach like, dude, I will kick you like a football. I don't care how who you think you are. The Constructicon was the only one that kicked Megatron one point. It was like, who you? Until Megatron did some type of insurance policies whereby the trucker can never disobey him. We disobey him, he do something. Ah, okay, we'll listen, so to speak.
yeah. So now the Dark Side of the Moon, I got beef with that movie. They made Transformers, at least the bad guys, into like microbots. Little microbots were all connected. It didn't make no sense. Why was that? And they scrapped that. If you go into the next one, the Age of Extinction, they don't even mention the third movie at all. That's why they had a brand new scav. Like you always have the Earth team. I call them the Earth team, and it was Mark Wahlberg who replaced his son and some other people, right? Why did they do that? If it was
You had the Primal, Ultimate Primal there, right? When have you ever seen Wheeljack look like a Volkswagen hippie van? Wheeljack was a hot rod vehicle. It was never a Volkswagen Beetle van for hippies.
which movie are you talking about? The Dark Side of the Moon or Age of Extinction?
I think the Age of Extinction. No, that's the one where they had the Optimus Prime of the gorilla.
No, that was the last one. Age of Extinction is with the Dinobots.
Oh yeah, the Dinobot. Yeah, the with the Dinobot.
Dark
The
Side of
last
the
one they
Moon
did, I was not too
is.
happy of it.
I have mixed feelings about that one. We'll get into that.
But
Hang on, let's go down the
but
list.
but they throw an Easter egg on Unicorn, like they go do a movie on Unicorn, and you forget about the whole thing.
Hang on, we're getting there.
Was
We're
it
not
like the
done.
third? It was not the stolen storm or the fourth time when they did that nonsense. They interviewed
Which one is
Unicorn.
it?
The third movie or the fourth movie, they had an introduction of Unicorn.
Let me look it up. Okay, so as I'm doing that, let me your opinion about Age of Extinction first, before we move on too forward.
It was things. Let's see. The dude, older dude, had a butler who was a classic sport car, who was super agent, really, and he's some kind of secret knight. And the dude had a no, no. I was done. The whole storyline was it threw me off. I was like, I was going to see how back can this movie get?
I'm listening, Dave. Go ahead.
I'm just telling you that what I was looking at when I thought a complete different storyline from the last movie, and they do the whole different storyline of some other bullshit that was not connecting. The only thing I was wondering how back can they make this movie?
So, the Unicorn part. So the sneak peek was in Age of Extinction, if you remember, like the after credit, right? He was supposed to be in the last night, and that it got scrapped. It says here, how is Unicorn in Transformers and last night, but was scrapped because of Rise of the Beast. Because, and we're getting there. Then 2018 they came out with Bumblebee. Bumblebee wasn't that bad, dude. If you remember.
It wasn't that bad, but still, the multiple changes of storyline, you killed the whole franchise.
Oh, absolutely. Now it makes no fucking sense. You're all over the board now. You're all over the place. It doesn't follow through anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Follow through. What would follow through in his dictionary? Nothing.
Yeah, good point. But
Yo,
here's
let
where
me
I
let me
have
let you guys go because I'm fighting
you're crashing.
and I'm 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 crashing. It's 11 p.m. I haven't slept since
All right, I'm gonna stay on for the
11
next few
11
minutes.
11 midnight. So that's almost 12 hours, and I don't know why I did not get no sleep. So my body just.
Yeah, you get out and get some sleep. I will stick around for a few more minutes. If anybody wants to jump on and have a conversation with me, please
This
join.
my catch app, please. I'm trying to do something, you guys, that can help out with this platform. Maybe I could get some better equipment. I could get some green screen or something. Who knows? Because when any kid keep passing by and the camera keep picking up, I get mad. I want to reach out and choke somebody.
Question before you go. Thursday, you coming to the childhood episode?
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right, I'll see you on Thursday.
Childhood, I got a lot to say on that one.
Yeah.
Because Dr. McCombie helped us. If you get a chance to, before you do the 30 episode, look up the Breaking the Cycle when Dr. McCombie did a section about childhood trauma. If you watch it, it is very, very highly useful. I would tell anybody, you go to the Black Pen of Filter Network, look up the series that we were doing before called Breaking the Cycle. There's a lot of great gem information you can actually use. It kind of, no, not it kind of, it did help me to understand my childhood and what was going on, what was the cause of certain things, what was the pattern that people ignoring. I cannot emphasize enough about that particular series. And Dr. McCombie, I wish I could hear from you again. You are like a big brother to me, and I appreciate all the work you have done for me. But man, you're doing some great work on these streets, and I want people to really comprehend that. You being underrated for no apparent reason, but check it out when you ever get a chance to. Yeah, the series
Yeah,
he
I
was
will
working
if I
on.
have time before the show. I will definitely check it out. Hopefully he will come back soon. I'm gonna reach out to him and see if he
Yeah,
wants to
I'm
do
on
that show.
Facebook. I am on Facebook. You will find me at David Olaya Ayeni. That's easy to find me. You need to find me there. They put in my. I would type it out so you can put it up there. I'm there. I'm on Facebook. Let's see.
I got it for you, David. I'm putting it up right now.
David, give me a second.
The same
I
one
am on
I contact you,
Facebook.
right?
Yeah. So if you want to reach out to me on Facebook, I'm on there. I'm also on Instagram. So look it up. That series he did. I was behind the scene, listened to a lot of that. I even when the show was over, I picked his brain even more and not realize how serious that thing is.
People don't take mental issues very seriously, and it needs to change. A lot of people are taking more serious after after COVID, after the pandemic, but there's still a lot of people don't take it serious. I know a lot of people, like Ikene, for example.
It,
He doesn't take that shit serious. He thinks it's a bullshit thing.
no, Ikene is a record a traditional. Remember I told you before. There are different. There are three major type of Nigeria in our country. We have one what Christians. We have the Muslim, and you got one called pure traditionalists. These are the ones that they never accept colonization. They kept to their root. They didn't move away from their root.
I'll
They
be
have the
honest with you guys, and I
traditional.
already told David this. So I'll be very honest
What?
with you guys. Last night, me and Ikene was on a different panel, a different stream. Well, my temper got better of me that day. I ripped his ass apart last night because
eh,
he made a comment about the United States military, and I have a weak spot when it comes to that, and I will not let anybody talk shit
And I
about me.
respect you for that. And I respect you for that. When I told you in the back before we came on the show a few hours ago, I understand your view and I respect that. I understand his view. But here the problem people don't understand is if you would have dive in, if you would have a topic concerning this topic you're talking about right now, there's the issue that African people have a gripe with American soldiers because they have been doing a lot of things that is responsible for present condition that have been going on. There are a lot of interference that have been done in African countries that created the type of headache. You have people who were abusing power whereby the power stayed with one particular family for almost half a century. They rig election and everything, but they had the backing of the United States.
Hmm.
They're the reason why people are cutting their tie with the United States because of you came here and made our life more of a living hell.
See
And
the
you
way you're
come in
talking right now. If he came
and,
at
and,
me like that, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
and no, no, if you notice, I have been the bridge a lot. If you notice, when I talk about certain things, I try to bring clarity to both sides.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to throw bow and arrow or how you say chakadulu spear at people. I wasn't doing that either. But
Hmm.
I had to understand both sides of the history because when you don't understand what is going on both sides, you have that one-sided look of things. And I'm telling you, there are a few content creators right now on the net are being canceled because they're speaking out the truth and they're getting shut down from Instagram, from Facebook, from YouTube, from other platforms because what they speaking about what is actually going on their turf is going against what the American United States media want to project that what's going on in Africa which is not true. You get what I'm saying? So there's that
And
pushback going on. And on top of that, you when you're talking about the show what's going on about how man Joe is saying you let the Chinese coming in. No, that was not the case. What would happen is there are politicians who are, how would I say this? They're making deals that not benefit the people but benefit themselves right now. And a Chinese investment fund are selling these politicians home to get back the money because it's not the people who agree with the contract or with these politicians. So they say, "Oh, this how you want to go about? We'll take your property from you and we'll tell about to get our money back." So that's what's going on. There's a lot that is going on that those who on ground zero who know and who trying to report it are getting silent. So when it can come off that way, he come off from a heat where a lot of people from Africa are really pissed off. And
and again,
I was telling BNU in the back end, he did not want to pick up on it. But you were saying Kamala Harris was coming in. No. Kamala Harris round two. Round one was done by Obama. When Obama was in office, he went over there and did that same bullshit. First, a lot of countries made their laws whereby a lot of people from the alphabet community in that country was running out fearing for their life. When Kamala came in with round two, it made it even extra work than that.
yeah.
So people need to do the history. So I'm just telling you, I respect you. I
Mhm.
get what you're coming from. It was warranted. I understand. But me coming on that panel, I knew what was going to happen if I come on the panel because,
Oh, you were
man,
watching
Joe,
the back.
I was watching the back. I was seeing some of the things, and I just like, and Mandrell, yes, I gotta get to Mandrell. Mandrell is special forces, but he also have experience in Africa, which he had told me and Manny Petit, aka Ola, what his experience was, and we would able to agree that he understand what's going on, but he have his own view based on his own personal experience. But you don't have the collective experience that we would know what's going on in Africa. There's a lot going on, but it's like a broken puzzle.
Yeah. So what triggered me the most, the way he said it, and second, here's a little backstory because I'm not perfect. Believe it or not, I'm
No,
human like most of you guys.
no,
So we have Mandarin on there, CJ, TJ, so TJ,
TJ, yeah.
and Trevor. I don't know about Boss Man if he's military. I think he's Marine. I'm not mistaken. Because I know his logo of his channel is a Marine symbol in the back.
Here's the thing:
So,
Mandrell, TJ,
mhm.
Bossman, Trey Ferg, and R. Payne are all military guys. Our
Okay.
parent is an older military gentleman, but he did not aware of what have been progressed with today military. Mandrell, Bossman, TJ would know it very, very well. Trey Taylor's another one too. Trey Taylor is also military.
Marine,
They
actually.
understand what's going on a more recent kind of thing. Rank. Mandrell is more high ranked than all of them because he was special forces. He was actually doing the espionage kind
Yeah,
of
he was
thing
a
that
Green Berets
you
with
don't put regular
Army.
soldier out there to do.
So,
Yeah.
so I understand what you're saying. You hear me out. What I was saying was to him, and I'll say it again. Don't be disrespectful towards the American military. Because A, one of my best friends died in the service, and B, my other best friend has been shot several times, and you met CQ.
And
Go ahead.
I did. And like I said, Ekene is not like me. I'm not like Ekene, and I get where Ekene coming from. And sometimes I wish he could be more. How you want to say this? A little bit more respect. She could, but I cannot tell him not to feel the way he. When I spent 7 years in that country, and it's been going on, compared to what I've been told before I got there, there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation that experienced for the past couple of decades. And to me, I'm not too much of a fan of it. I don't like it because we were told, "Oh, yeah, yeah, we've been civilized for the longest. We
The
had
fuck?
buildings, we had cities. What make you think we live in? What make you think that we're living in hunt all this time?" But yet, that
People are ignorant sometimes, dude.
information out here in the U.S. it being pushed, and that right there, you can imagine how people were thinking. I remember one time last year. Yeah, it was last year. TJ was there. Someone from the military was trying to attack me because of you guys. Y'all bought y'all was stupid with animals, and I was like,
That's a stupid rumor, first of all.
have been debunked already. I know that's what, but you can imagine how these rumors go
But
around.
didn't the age actually come
So,
from Africa, or am I
so
wrong on that?
it's a long story, but
I'm
something
sorry.
about the American side with the pyramid or something. It's a long story that been debunked about actually some science doing some kind of weird experiment in Africa, but it had nothing to do with us because in our country it's
Yeah, no,
considered to
no,
be a
I'm not saying
taboo.
you guys, but it did come out of that country. Am I wrong or right?
So, someone from the U.S. was because they were doing some experiment on our turf. Africa was used for how would I put it? We was lab rat medicine at one point, and that right there, I never liked it not one bit because the fact that they were doing that on purpose, so then like, how would I put it? That they can test it before the beginning over here. That's what they were doing. They were testing the medicine over here first with us. They'll bring the finished product over here.
And I
And
believe
one
that,
of the
dude.
people
I
who were
believe.
pushing that type of a lot of things, like a lot, but they're giving away information they be given by the media because one, they don't travel over there. But those who travel over there, who live there, who spend time with the local, who understand what's really actually going on, because so it's like me going saying misinformation about Greece, but I never go there. I never been there.
Yeah.
And that right there, I cannot do that. Experiment information from anybody, nation or culture. I'm not gonna do that. I am sorry. It's one thing I believe I am the most individual on space because for one, if I don't haven't lived there enough to say shit about it because at plenty of time people being disrespectful to me on platform. If I wanted to say, okay, fine. See, if you want to attack us Africans, maybe that's the reason of us. I could have said that too. That could have just 10% on what we are 100%. You got diluted.
So
That could have
straight
been.
up, dude, I wasn't attacking him or coming at. I didn't go after him because he was African or black or anything like that. I went after him because he was a fucking moron. And you know very well he rubs me the wrong way a lot of times. So anyway, let's call
I
it a night
get what
because
you
your
think.
phone
You
is
don't like the
asleep.
fact he disrespected the United States military and you're living here. I know.
No, finish your comment. Go ahead, finish first. All right, I'll close this out.
My computer is doing me funny because I'll cancel some update and maybe I can reach out to Ken until we can hatch my set of the hatch it because I understand I can point of view, but I also understand your point of view where I can never say stuff like that out here because I know the history on both sides. I cannot be disrespectful, but I can try to make a bridge for level of understanding so people can understand what's going on both ends. Other than that, let me get out of here before my computer do something weird again and shut me down. All right. So see you guys.
All right, go ahead. I'll close her out, guys. Go
All
ahead,
right.
David. I will catch you on the flip side, all right, brother?
All right. Drop me down.
All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna close this out really fast. We're gonna call it a little early night, a little early. Not too early, but early. So let's get over a quick update on the schedule for shows. Again, Comic Con's coming up, guys. 19th, me and Paul, we're gonna be at Comic Con. So make sure you come over, say hi to us, take a picture. We'd love to talk to you. Maybe shoot a video too really fast. If you want to, you don't. You just can say hi. It's fine. Just reach out to me if you guys are going. Tomorrow we are doing the gray area. Me and Paul. Yeah, we are. I don't think anything changed. I don't have the. I think it's workforces tomorrow night, guys. So you're aware of it. It's different workforce from one country versus another. That's a big difference. So Thursday we are talking about. Did you have a childhood? Please join us. I'm gonna try to contact Dr. Kumbe and see if he can be able to come on that one. And next Thursday, this one I am looking. Next Saturday, I am so looking forward to this. Ours, we're just talking about military. How about I defended him. I'm a huge military buff. I'm in a huge military buff. I cannot wait for this episode. I'm so excited for this night funny. And on Thursday the 3rd, we will be talking about sound of our life, how music makes a difference. And on October 5th, we're talking about, we have a versus going on here, guys. Captain America versus Master Chief. Class of a Hero. So I'll leave you guys there. As always, this is the Spartan XQ Network. I am Ghost of Sparta. As always, stay safe,